Hello, I'm Mandla Lupondwana.
And I'm Aevia.
We're continuing with our lockdown tips for families, and today our focus is on gratitude.
Our verse for contemplation is 1 Chronicles 16 verse 34, which says,
Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever. During this period of lockdown, we have an opportunity to marinate in an attitude of gratitude.
Oh yeah.
Instead of seeing this as a 21-day period where you are stuck indoors, you have an opportunity of looking at it as 21 days when you're being kept safe from infection. And that's something we can be grateful for.
Oh yes.
And as we talk about gratitude, we're going to talk about three things. One, we're going to talk about being grateful to the people who are around you. Secondly, being grateful to the people who have been with you in difficult times, who have contributed to where you are in life. And thirdly, we're going to talk about counting your blessings. So let's go for the first one, being grateful to the people around you right now.
And when we talk about the people around us, we're talking specifically about our family members, people that we live with, spouses, children, or maybe even family members who we consider as extended family members, like a grandma, an aunt, or an uncle.
That is true. Now, our lives are subsidized by the people we live with. They contribute. It's either while you're busy getting dressed, they're making breakfast. While you're ironing, they're making up the bed. These are the people who contribute to our lives. Whether this could be a spouse, it could be a child. These are the people who allow us to go out into the world and present our best version, to put our best foot forward. When we are healthy, we go out to the world, we interact with people, they see us in our best moods. When we're not feeling healthy, we go home, we take sick leave, those of us who can. We stay home, we recover. And somebody else, our family members, they have to be the ones who handle us when we are not well, who handle us when we are sick, when we are irritable, when we are tired, when we are impatient, when we snap at people. They are able to subsidize our life by absorbing that unpleasant part of you so that the rest of the world can see the sunny part, the bright, the successful, the energetic part of you. And because they subsidize our lives, during this lockdown period, we have an opportunity to sit down and say, thank you. Drop a list of the things you are grateful for each of the family members in the house, and have a session where you can sit together and say, I am grateful to you for this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a wonderful thing to have someone express gratitude to you. And in addition to that, it does wonders for yourself when you express gratitude to somebody else.
I like that idea. We could make it a family activity also.
Yes.
With the children, where you sit and with coloring pens and papers actually write the things that you are grateful for about each member of the family. Decorate it nicely,
Make it look
and
nice.
then present it to that member.
True.
To be something to treasure.
Something that you walk away from the lockdown with and say, look
Yeah.
at that. Because generally as family members, we usually assume that the people around us, our family members, know that we are grateful for what they do for us. But it is good to hear it said. It's even better to see it written down. So remember 1 Chronicles 16:34. Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever. Our second category are people who've been with us in difficult times, who have contributed to where we are in life.
Yes, there are people who they were there for us when we needed support, when we wanted to confide in someone, people who gave us good advice to show us the right path to take. Let us reach out to those people and let them know how much you care.
Some people were able to connect you with somebody else, to introduce you to somebody who was able to start your business, to get you going in your career. Some people may have even contributed to your studies. It may not have been a lot, but just a little bit. It is always important to be able to go back to that person and say thank you. Now, it's true that sometimes we do that passing thank you, yes, but to be able to call up the person specifically to say thank you, to write it down and send them something that's written that says, thank you for this and this and this. I appreciate this and that.
Yeah, give details, elaborate for them to understand the impact of the small gesture or the gift that they gave,
True.
how it impacted their life.
It is a wonderful thing to receive it, and it even does better for you when you write it down. You are able to see all the things that you have going for you and how the Lord has blessed you with people who've come through for you at different stages. So for those people, please take the time during this lockdown period to express gratitude to them. Either you can pick up a phone, call them, write something down, send it to them, and just marinate in this attitude of gratitude, remembering.
It actually, I must add, the impact that it makes to you as an individual, it can lift your mood. So if you're feeling down, try gratitude. It does wonders for your mental health.
Beyond just writing it down, even after you've written it down, going back to it to read it yourself, it does wonders for your mood as well.
Yes.
First Chronicles 16:34. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. The last thing we're going to talk about is counting your blessings. Now, this is you looking at what God has done for you. Look back, go back to your childhood. See where God took you from. Things he's carried you through.
Yes.
The things he's done for you, the things he's given you. And write them down. And in a prayer session, talk to the Lord and just say thank you. Just say thank you. It may not just be for those big things. Look at the little things that you consider you have. One of the things that is interestingly important, but we don't always see it as a big thing, is the fact that you can open a wardrobe and wonder and feel, I don't have anything to wear.
What am I going to wear today?
That is something you can be grateful to the Lord for.
Yeah.
The fact that you've got those kinds of options, the fact that you can walk into the kitchen, open the cupboards, and have a problem of, what am I going to eat? That's wonderful.
It is.
You can open a cupboard and wonder, which glass am I going to use? Which spoon am I going to use? That is something you can be grateful for. Walk into your lounge or dining room and figure out which chair am I going to sit on. That is something we can be grateful for. God has been good to us in many ways.
Amen.
But it's just that we've taken some of God's blessings for granted to an extent that we are expecting them to happen. I mean, I have a job, of course I can afford it. I've got the money, of course I can buy it. All of that comes from the hand of the Lord. So take time and have that gratitude session with you and the Lord. It can even be a family thing.
Yes. During family worship, you can keep that list to yourself privately, but it would be nice to maybe share it so that your children can also understand and appreciate the mundane things of life. To know that we are special. What we have, there are many who don't have. So let's count our blessing.
You can even help your children to look around their lives and see what they are grateful for. Because the attitude of gratitude is something that you have to learn.
Yes.
They can run into, they run a risk of getting everything and expecting things to just happen for them. But it's important for you to point to them that these are blessings that come from God and teach them to observe, to identify things that God has blessed them with and to have that gratitude. It will take them far in life. Not just in terms of their own mental health, but in terms of being able to look out for God's blessings.
Amen.
And being open to the possibility of being God's hand in blessing other people as well. Remember, 1 Chronicles 16:34. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Until next time, thank you very much.